Hello. This is a comparative analysis between two wonderful VSL concert grand pianos, the Steinway D274 and the Fazioli F308. And I've chosen these two to compare because, in my opinion, of all the grand pianos in the VSL Synchron lineup, these two have the greatest contrasting characteristics. For example, the Steinway is a bit cooler in its tone, while the Fazioli is a bit warmer. Steinway has a bit more percussive attack, while the Fazioli has a bit more mellow and rounder attack. The Steinway is very clear in the mid and upper registers, gets a little bit muddy in the bass, but has colorful overtones throughout all the registers, while the F308 is more even in tone throughout all the registers, less overtones, but strong fundamentals. Now, of all the Synchron pianos, grand pianos, in their lineup, the F308 is my favorite to play, and I'll go ahead and leave a link in my description of a review I did of the F308 in case you're interested to know why I like it so much. So what I'm going to do is just share a couple examples of the differences between these two pianos and how that translates musically for me. For both pianos, I'm using slightly modified player surround to stereo downmix presets, and I'll go ahead at the end of the video and put up screenshots of my settings so you can take a look at that if you're interested. Now, one of the biggest differences between these pianos, in my opinion, is the clarity. And here's where I believe the F308 really shines. In this first example, I'm going to play a few measures of an arrangement I did for the popular Irish folk tune Londonderry Air. And I'm going to play the melody in the bass so you can hear the difference between these two pianos. Incidentally, my favorite vocal arrangement for this melody is Dottie Rambo's "He Looked Beyond My Fault and Saw My Need." It's absolutely beautiful. But for the purpose of this video, it simply is going to be Londonderry Air. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and play just a few measures with the F308 so you can hear it, and then I'll do some quick A-B comparisons between that and the 274. Have a listen. Did you hear the difference in the bass? I really love the clarity of the F308. It's very precise, and I suspect it has to do with the strong fundamentals and maybe less pronounced overtones in this piano. However, while the Steinway might not have the clarity that the F308 has, what it does have are these shimmering metallic resonances and overtones that gives the piano sound a little bit more bite, particularly when you dig into it. And I think you're going to hear that in this next example. Here's a few measures from a praise song, an arrangement I did for a praise song called "In Jesus' Name We've Gathered." And I used this in church as a call to worship. And when you have the entire congregation singing full-voiced in this powerful song, it's actually nice to have a piano that has that bite and can cut through the mix, so to speak. What I'll go ahead and do is play a few measures with the D274, and then I will throw in a few A-B comparisons with the F308. Have a listen. Did you hear the difference? The Steinway just rips into it a bit more, doesn't it? Now in this last example, I want to show you how both of these pianos respond very well to the softer, more intimate expressions. In my opinion, these two pianos have the greatest dynamic range of the entire Synchron lineup, particularly in the softer velocities. Now, for the Steinway, I'll have to use a little soft pedal to control the attack. I won't have to use that with the F308. And I'll just do a couple measures here and A-B compare them both. Have a listen. Well, there you have it. Two beautiful pianos that really are more at the opposite ends of the spectrum. And you really can't go wrong with either one. They're both top-tier sampled pianos, and it's really nice to have variety when you're looking for that inspiration. I hope something in this video was helpful for you, and I'd like to thank you for watching, and God bless.